So here's a quick video on how to take off and replace the badge on a SAAB 9.5 new generation. As you can see, this badge is kind of like has this weird film. It just looks like crap. It's supposedly a SAAB badge, but I bought this off eBay for cheap. It didn't come in an OEM bag, so be aware of that when you buy one of these. So anyways, I didn't like the way it was looking, so I want to replace it. As you can see, popped it off. I did my best to get some of the residue off. This is really hard caked on here. It's about as good as it's going to get. So what you want to do is you can either do it one of two ways. You can open the hood, and underneath you'll see these holes in the latch, and you can stick like a flat screwdriver type thing up there and push on these to poke it out. The easier way to do it, to be honest with you, is when it's sitting in the position. What you want to do is push like a credit card object. For example, this. You want to push it underneath and then just slowly work your way around. It'll prop it up, and it'll literally just raise up like it is right now, and you can just pick it right up. From there, I used a flathead screwdriver to very gently scrape off as much of this as I could. Don't worry about scratching the paint too much, since it'll be covered up by the new badge. So the replacement badge that I got, I went on eBay, because that's, or you can go on SAAB parts or any of those others, and you want one that's genuine, right? The real deal. So let me take this out of the bag, and I'll compare the two, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the genuine SAAB. You can see the blue, very wonderful color, very quality, looks fantastic. And I compare it to this one, which was not genuine. It was a knockoff brand. The blue is a much more navy, but then again, you see this film that's over top of it. See, it's cracked, and no matter how much I've tried to sand it down, it doesn't matter. It just begins to yellow and look like crap. I had actually bought and used this to replace the original one that was on this car that was cracked and really was nasty. This has only lasted me about 9 months. So just spend a little bit more money, get a quality one. This is plastic, I can tell just by the texture, whereas this one just overall just has such a nicer look to it. So now I'm going to put it on and give you some instruction on how to do that. First, you want to use a washer. I use kind of a Rain-X like fluid. Wash it, let it dry, make sure this is completely dry, nice and clean. Then what you want to do is just remove the backing from this, and then line up the 3 spokes, meaning the 2 large ones, and the middle one will be right in the middle. It should fit in there just like so. So I'll stick it on there, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so now it's all said and done, it looks great. As you can see, I got some paint correction I need to do, some slight chips. You know, this is what happens with that older car. Clear coat begins to get chipped and stuff, but that's how it looks, and my goodness, does that look good. Let me compare it. I'll put the old one here side by side for you. You can see why I splurged on this one. Once again, just the color difference. Even when this one was at its peak, it did not have this nice royal blue. The red is a different color red. The crown doesn't have the same kind of sheen. Overall, it's a cheaper look. I mean, look at this thin line that goes around compared to the thicker line on this one. The difference between OEM and knockoffs is pretty apparent. And I think even more so when you look at the rounded lip. This one just, you can tell, has a cheaper plastic look. So definitely splurge on these. I went on eBay. You get the OEM model. They usually cost, this one is about 30 bucks after shipping. These cheap ones you can get for under 20. Don't buy those. And despite what it says in the back with SAAB, they're not legitimate. You want to make sure the one you're getting comes in a bag that says GM. If it doesn't look like this, then probably getting a knockoff, in which case you don't want to get that. You also can get one that says SAAB original from SAAB parts or SAAB part counter. Those are probably legitimate as well, but again, authentic, non-authentic, and that's how you change it. Again, credit card up and under, slowly work your way around, and then pops right off. There you go.